today I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm doing a reverse build. So these are all the things that I need to disassemble, and I will do that now. I'm going to time lapse this. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're getting a bit full now, so I'll do some putting away. Right. Now then, let's do those first. Got that little pot. Little pot. It's so useful having all these little connecty bits in their own pots, because otherwise I would spend forever and a day looking for them. Ah, yes. I love this one, the 2x2 Rockin'. It's this one. Really useful, those bits. Mega useful. And the bit they always go with is that bit. I was running a little bit low on them. I'm going to need quite a lot of those for a very big bit on the death spar that's coming up. Oh, I'll just finish this bit off. I missed that bit. There we go. Use the doodah. Connect out. Okay. Right. What else is over there? There. And this one. What else have we got that's over there? I think, oh yes, this little creature. Voila. Bum. Now then, where's that? I know I've got one somewhere. No, it's not there. Ah, there it is. Okay. Now I think a lot of these other bits and bobs are over here, so I'll just readjust the camera. So as you can see, if I can try and move the big chair out the way, that's the other storage system that I've got going on. So if I go in, you can see that I've got lots of tiles are up there, lots of roof tiles are up there. Then I've got different sorts of on this level here. I have the larger 3x2s, 4x2s, 6x2s, etc. up there. And then if we go down a level, then again you can see lots of different. I have all on these four here are all my single studs, which I've separated out. Some are round, some are square, some have holes in, some have little sort of pointy bits coming out. And then on this level here, I have my single 2, 4, 6, 8s, and then below the 3 times 2, 4 times 2, etc., etc. And then as we go lower down, we get a little bit more niche. So these are things that I don't necessarily use all the time. And then again, I have a different set of 2, 4, 6, 3, blah, blah, blah. And then going down further, that's like super niche down there. And I've given those sort of rather peculiar names like nose, teeth, which only I understand. And then over here in that corner there, that's even more sort of nichey bits, but they're all pictured stuff down there, and same with that. And as you can see, I've got some empty pots here, which I'm going to start filling with other things. So there it is. That's the storage system. Over here, half of this is tiles. So I have a big loads of pots for different sorts of tiles, and this is also the area where I have I'll go in so you can see. So this is also the area where I have stuff for minifigures, so hats, head hair, tools, clothes, accessories large. I have food, animals in this column, gold accessories, glass studs. That's let me see if I can put it there. Glass studs, things like that are all over there. And then this front batch of containers, apart from these ones here, which are pretty much all the connectors, in this corner here, that's all tiles, all different sorts of tiles, and I separate them out into size pots. Apart from over here in this section, I have single tiles and curved tiles and round tiles, things like that. So I separate. I don't differentiate by colour for those ones. So that is that. So I will now put away a lot of these things, and I'll stop when I get to the tiles. So I'm sitting back down. I was going to show you me putting away a lot of the stuff over here, but I don't know if I can make that happen because it'll be obscured by my back. So I'll see you when we get to the tiles. Okay, so most of that now has been put away. So we've just got a couple of tiles to do now. So grey 2, I've got some single tiles here. I don't differentiate these ones by colour. Then we have some beige, and now I would call that a warm tile there. That I'm going to put in brown too. These ones aren't strictly like normal tiles, they're sort of like bars of chocolate, but I'll do that. Here's in my tile beige. You can see I've got two different types of beige in there. And then I have this warm colour tile, which speaks for itself really. These are sort of the colours that you get every now and again, and there aren't really enough to justify a pot for each colour. And now we'll do the whites. I'll just separate them out, make it a bit easier. There's the twos, the fours. There's the threes. There we go. Six. And 8. Fighting to get away. Oh, I missed a 2. Now this, I call that a special tile, and I have a little pot here that's full of tiles like that and that. So things I might want to use on other builds. So that one will go in there. Then we have our lovely round tiles, and again I don't separate these out by colour or by size. It's just literally by dint of being round. These little fellas often want to make a run for it, so I'm being a bit careful. Now, before we get to the corners, because something's going to happen there. So now these, I will put, I would now decide where I put these and their accessories. And I think, so I've got one that's for house. So that's a baby bottle, that's a loo seat. So they'll go in the house one. And I think this one will go in accessory large. So in here, like, you've got a bin, large clock, globe, transistor radio, things like that. So the corners, my curved tiles, look, those ones, here they are, tile corner. Now this is getting a little full, and I think I'm going to separate these out into different sorts of curves. So I've got an empty pot, and I'm going to decide now what goes in what pot. So obviously we'll start with those going in there. So we'll take out the larger ones. Okay. Because there's obviously those round curves, so we'll put these in here, rounded curves, and then obviously there's square corners. So we use this for square. Oh, now then. Do you know what? I've got a new tile pyramid. I might put that one in there. Round. Oh no, I put that in the wrong one. Just double checking, yeah. Bet you're all yelling then. No, Emma, don't put it in the square one. That's a square one. Don't do it. There's another one of them. Oh, look, pyramid, pyramid, pyramid. And I think I'm going to put all these little bits in a separate pot. I think, yes, I have got one somewhere. Yes, I have. I've got that there that I've been using for this and that. So I will keep these out to relabel them. This pot I've just been using for, I've just got bits in here that haven't really got pots for. But that goes into this pot there. And that's my sort of, oh sorry, I'll show you. That's my sort of sorting pot that I occasionally will visit. So all these little small corners. Wait, look what I found. There we go. So we'll put all of those. Can't get hold of them. Literally impossible to pick them up. Let's do it one by one. Voila. Okay, so we'll now take some more stuff apart. So that's the dear old gingerbread house entirely disassembled. Now I will put it all away. I'll see you on the flip side when we're doing the tubs that are on this side. Okay, see you then. Okay, let's start putting away. So those are those ones. Love that colour. So nice. But those are single bricks with one hole on one side. I'll do a, oh, just, there we go. I'll do a little sweep across the containers at the end of this. I haven't quite finished, of course, with all the things I've got to pull apart. What was that? That one. Where are you? Oh, you're over there. Now these we use a lot in making lights, and I always put them in this tub that I call taps, and that includes these things there. Look, that's what I call a tap. But I put these ones in with that as well. Now, where are you? There you are. That one. Then we've got tubes. Tubes is quite all. Tubes is probably going to be the next pot that I subdivide. As you can see, look, it's rammed. It's absolutely rammed. If I can get these in, it will be a miracle. But that's going to be the next pot that I deal with, because there are some sort of, like here, look, the curved tube. They could go in a separate pot, but not today. Not today, Satan. Oh, those little things go here. I've got one over here, I think, yes. That's for that. Let's do our food next. There's some great things in here. Look, we've got pies, loads of croissant, bananas, ice cream, cookies, all sorts. Food. Now I'm wondering where to put these. These are end of wood piles. But I think I might keep those in round actually. Oh, I've missed a biscuit. Can't have that. Can't have missing a biscuit. Yeah, I'm going to put them in round. I'll remember. I think if I put them in special tiles, they'd get a little bit lost and forgotten about. Single tiles, let's do those next. Do you know what I might do? I have got a lumen. I've got a lumen pot. Look, I might put them in there. Look, they're perfectly happy in there. Let's do glass studs. Stud glass. So I have this pot because, as you'll see on the Death Star, that every now and again you sort of have a real need for this type of stud just to lift something, and I find having to sort through my round studs to find this sort of stud is just forget about it. So I separated them out. So now they have their own pot. Plants. I have plants, water and flame. So we've got some flame here, so they'll go in. I don't know why I keep this little bit of water in a plastic bag. I have no idea why I do that, but there it is. I just do. And then we've got these two little flowers here, look, so they can go in. The precious water. Oh, this is good. So, light bricks. So these are the ones that when you press in there, oh no, when you press there, they light up, and you can get some really good effects with those. There we go, 2 light bricks. Now this is interesting. So you get these every now and again, and I call these chair corners. And you get these long ones like that, and then you get these littler ones, these corner ones like that. Chair corners. Bed knobs. Where are you? Where are you, bed knobs? There you are. Bed knobs. So, things like this. See? They're really useful. Oh, they're off. Should we do the single tiles? Oh, look, I've missed loads of single tiles. Absolutely heaps of them, look. Get the big square ones out of the way. Lovely colours. The reason I keep these all in the same pot is mostly because when I'm building things, I tend to use single tiles. Can you even believe how furious Pippin is outside? I tend to use these single tiles for like little mosaic flooring. There you go. Now we have our newly curved tiles. I haven't done a label for them yet, so they won't be put away until they have had that happen. Ditto this lot. Now then, we have a saucepan and a cup. Now what I tend to do is is I put cups and glasses in with food. Then I'll put saucepan in house. And look, we've got some little shower brushes, some rubber ducks, that sort of thing. You know where those are going. Tile Special. And also, if I then want to make the gingerbread house again next Christmas, then I can. So I've got an axe. That goes in tools. And in here we've got mallets and brooms, all sorts in there. Candles, where should we put them? House. Let's put them in house. Oh look, I've missed a cup. Right, tiles. Now let's start with the dark blue ones. So with these sort of tiles, because there aren't enough to justify a pot per size, I put them all in one pot. Like here I've got a dust blue, lovely colour that. Two red, again. Not enough reddish tiles to justify separating out. It might be one day, but not at the moment. Then we have our beige tiles. Brown 2. Little chocolate bars that we had before. Go. And we've got a brown 3 there. Same pot actually as the 2s. Should have noticed that. So now we'll do our whites. So we have them for these bigger tiles. Oh, missed one. And then we've got some 4s and a 3 and a couple of 2s. And lastly, now we have these square tiles, which again I keep in one pot, and I don't differentiate the colouring, because simply it's sort of the same as the single tiles, is that generally only need square tiles when I'm doing flooring. That's it. There we go. And that's that. And now what I'll do is I'll just give you a closer look at the containers. Okay, so here's the stuff I still need to disassemble. But I'll just show you round the containers. So in this line here we have the single bricks that have an interesting feature. Hang on a minute, I need the pointer. Okay, so hinges, these, look, you can see all these little different connector pieces here. All this section is connector pieces, things that you sort of need to make everything happen in a build, and you can never find. And then we move on to the tiles. So obviously in this area we have all the blue ones there, the dark blue, the dust blue, turquoise, and then I've got the water tiles. I really like the water tiles. I think they give you an incredible effect. These are water singles, which are really good if you want to create a water effect, like within a bath or a jacuzzi or something. I've used those on the Death Spa. And then we move into the white tiles here, and then the grey tiles, and then the black tiles over here. And then we get into the connectors, the super connectors, the dark grey connectors, the ball socket and taker, ball socket giver, and then the different colours of connector over here. Those are those little things, those little pins that hold everything together. And then up here again we have more tiles. We've been over that gap there, obviously, is because I've got these here waiting to be renamed. Gold tiles over there, love those. Tile single, then we've got the clear bricks, the luminous ones. Oh, that needs a label doing. I'll just show you up here first. So cogs, leaves, turning wheels, sliding doors, crates, railings, bikes, the crab oven. Remember the crab oven? Platforms, different colours of leaves there. These are really lovely, and the end vent. Shall I show you? I'll show you. They're so lovely. It's such a lovely, lovely, lovely tile. There, look. Isn't that lovely? Anyway, that's vent end tile. It goes back up there. And then we get into the accessories here, which I talked you through before. Oh, Elsab Con. That's lightsabers, the lightsabers, but they're enormously useful for making other things. You'll be amazed how many little details will include a lightsaber in it. Antenna grills, lots of grills, cones, tubes, rods, roofs, little windows, signage. Yeah, got all of these little things here. And now I'll take you over to the big section. So up here I've got lots of different sort of tiling up here. As you can see, it's all pretty self-explanatory. Oh yeah, tile slope 1 and tile slope 2. So I'll just open it up and show you inside. So it's those sort of little sloped tiles. It's one, and then in there it's two, and then continuing along. The pictures are so helpful. I'm so glad that I've decided to do that. Some of these things obviously haven't got names, they just haven't got pictures, they've just got names. Like wall flat 1 is those. Hole, oh, this is fun. So hole R2 is those, and hole R1 is those, and hole edge are those. Let's just say, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. Look, like roof tile 2, roof corners, roof 8. Ah, now, yes, roof tile 1 times 2 inverted are those things, which are very different from roof tile, which are those things. And then here we start the, it's these size, so 3 by 2, 4 by 2, 6 by 2, 8 by 2, and then we've got arches, wall mini, which is these things, 12 plus 2, which is those, and then the big ones are up there. And then going down, round are those, corner curves, little things like that. And then round 4, round 6, round wheel is that, off in the distance there, motor. Oh, missiles are fun. It's those. And again, we've got pictures here. I have a thing of connectors, blue and black connectors just up there, just because they're the most. I use those the most. Then tile tops are these little things, the ones that have the little hole. Have the little hole on top there. So those are the tile top ones. That means that's tile top 6. That means they've got 6 holes on top, 4, 2, and then the square ones that you use on the corners of things. Then here are the round studs, the square studs, the ones with the protrusion, and then the ones with the hole, like that. 16, oh Lord, 16 does what it says on the tin. It's the great big long ones. And then I've got, so this sort of single length. So we've got that. Those are squares. 2 by 2s are the squares there. That's quite full, as it says on the tin. And then we're into our singles, 2s, 4s, 6s, 8s, and then the doubles of those, of that width down there, and then the bigger plates down here. And then now sofa, it's those things. I call them sofa backs. Cross are that. Then these are the ones that have those little holes in. Oh, this is like the worst hand-drawn picture you've literally ever seen. That was before I decided to use pictures. It's just useless. We've got some arches. I mean, look. I mean, could I have drawn that any worse? But it's basically those things. Now blinds. Remember them? From Destiny's Bounty. Of course you do. Then there's those. Ridges are those ones. Those little things. Grooves, look. Ones with grooves. Round are the sort of slightly bigger versions of the ones up there. What is that? That needs a... Oh yes, this needs a label. I must leave that out so I remember to do that. Then we've got those. Oh, wall times 2 are those, and then slightly bigger versions thereof there. Those holes cross, it means that step tile 1, it's those. The pictures are brilliant. Wall 2 by 1 is those. And that. I mean, again, really terrible, but you know what it is. Trapdoor. Trapdoors, thank you. That's always exciting. That's just the sliding panel. Then square by 3 by 3. These are all pretty explanatory. Oh, corner type 1 are those. I think, oh no, well, they're strictly speaking, those are those ones, because I have got another pillars one. Now, so again, we have the 2, 3, 4, 6, but you'll see, of course, it's now that level of biscuit. And then we have blah, blah, blah. It just makes it really super easy. Oh, this needs a label, but it's basically all the singles, the fatter singles. But it's basically pretty self-explanatory so that I can find things. So wall hang 2 are those, and wall hang 4 are there. Then discs. These are actually, strictly speaking, called parabolas. They're always handy. Then we've got the bigger squares, the fatter squares. I had to move these 4 by 6s because my other drawer was filling up. Then we got those. We've got more pillars down here, but these are these type of pillars rather than the other ones. Oh, now here we are into my. These have got arms. You see. These have got noses. And what's happening down here? Oh, those are long rods, and then these are teeth. So I think everything down there is pretty self-explanatory. Then up to here, this is all pictured, so it's all pretty straightforward. Those are the things that really help out on lovely architectural builds. Again, nothing here requires any explanation. More arches. The ones I've left out are the ones that I need to label because I haven't got a picture for. Or I probably have got a picture somewhere for them, but I don't know necessarily which kit it's in. Did that today. I moved corner 2 because I was overflowing, and I've just put all my bricks in there, and then these are empty, waiting. I got this one and this storage unit and this storage unit quite recently actually, so it's not fully full yet. But again, these are sort of more unusual items. String, all sorts of manner of string and chains in there. And then again, this is out because it needs a label. That's out because it needs a label. Doors, door frames. Lots of door frames. Some walls there. Some already made up windows with lattices. I thought that was rather neat. And then over here, I've got a box of items that are made. So I'll just show you. Let me put the pointer down. I'll just show you in there. And this is things like, I've got a bookcase here. I've got a little drinks cabinet there, and I've got a little office. Look, I've got a little office desk. Just things like that, in case I just want to, things I don't quite want to take apart, but I can use in other things. And then I've got Specialist Bricks Large. That's got things like the Destiny's Bounty sales in, and then I've got a lot of larger glass type items in there. I've got larger windows in here, and again in here there's lots of door frames and things, and then here I've got another set of pictured things, again very self-explanatory. They're quite niche, quite a niche corner. And then that's where I keep my instruction booklets. This is a pile that needs to be dealt with. And then down here, look, I've got a great big mass of things that need to be taken out of their pots. And ditto in here. I mean, look at the state of it, but that's all the stuff that I need to still sort out. But there it is. That's the end of the container special. And if you need any more information about the container system, then please let me know. Hope you enjoyed it.